Hello, Virgo.
Welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot.
This is your reading. Remember, it will not resonate with all Virgos, but I'm hoping to reach the majority. I really do. But I'm asking for new energies, hopefully positive energies, for those born in the zodiac sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. New energies, hopefully positive, like I said. New energies for Virgo. As you know, this will not resonate with all Virgos. I always look for a positive reading, you know that. But if we don't, we work through it as always. Five of Swords. Virgo get in an argument with somebody. Maybe someone wants to argue with them. With the Five of Swords, there's always a winner and a loser in a situation. I don't know which one it is yet. We'll find out. For some, you could have lost an argument. For others, you won one. Knight of Rods, seeing that energy a lot for many of the signs, and yes, I clear these cards every time, but this energy is strong. And the Knight of Rods can be a fire sign. As you know, I do not assign one zodiac sign to a court card, but this could be someone very short-tempered, someone who's very non-committal, someone who's here, there, and everywhere. You could be dealing, like I said, with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or maybe you can even take on this energy, or like I said, someone around you. It doesn't have to be a fire sign. What's crossing it is someone is undecided. They're just hanging. They're in the balances. It's like they're not doing anything with the Hangman. Your goal, or what crowns you, is death in reverse, or an ending in reverse, I should say. It could be that you're thinking about someone that you should end something with, or did end something with, or, it tries to resurrect in some way, whether you're trying to resurrect it or somebody else is. Because like I said, it's what crowns you. It's kind of like what's hovering over you. Foundation, you're getting over betrayal situations. You're moving on from something that was very hurtful with the Ten of Swords in reverse. In the past, you felt like your ships didn't come in with the Three of Wands in reverse, but in the very near future, you're doing some give and take with people. You may be starting something different. You may be working with somebody. Somebody may be helping you, or you helping them. It's like or it could be like you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Six of Pentacles type energy. Possible future outcome and advice from the universe is guard your heart from the Three of Swords, because I see someone kind of coming in towards you that may be, like I said, a little non-committal. They're more like they're not wanting to put themselves out there with you, and they may try to resurrect a situation in which they have no intentions of really moving forward, and you're getting over heartbreak. They're weighing in the balances, and you may say to somebody, what's in it for me? But the universe is like telling you to guard your heart, because this person or whatever situation you're dealing with is not committal, non-committal. What's coming towards you as the outside environment beyond your control. Remember, you always have control over yourself, but the outside environment, they have to deal with their own selves, But the Page of Rods is in reverse. It's the outside environment coming towards Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, someone young at heart possibly, or someone that doesn't know what they want. Your hopes and fears is the Hierophant. When I see the Hierophant, to me, it is like going before the preacher to get married, or the justice of the peace, or contracts, someone that is in charge, someone that is looked up to, someone that makes the decisions for everybody. It's conformity. And you're hoping towards this Hierophant. You're hoping towards a contract, or maybe you're fearing it, or marriages, or whatever. Something that's considered solid in society. Final outcome, something does come out, Virgo. Something comes out with the moon. Something that was secretive that you find out about. Now we're going to go back to the beginning, and this could change the whole story up. Now I know a lot of people want to hear the happily ever after situation in every reading, but that's just not reality. And this is not about gaining subscribers or views. This is about telling the truth so I don't lose so the universe keeps on telling me what I need to know in the cards. I do not want to mess that up by fibbing, by saying that every month that something good is going to come in when it's not. That would be a lie, and I would have to face karma for that if I didn't tell you the truth. The person you're dealing with you're gonna find out something about them. Okay, I'm just telling you straight up. Let's go back to the beginning of the Knight of Rods Mr. or Miss Uncommittal, you know, they're non-committal, I should say. Someone who's here, there, everywhere, but where you're wanting them to be. And it's like you're hanging around waiting for them, or they're just in suspense themselves, not, like I said, not willing to make a commitment. So the Knight of Rods, the Hangman crossing it, why you there? I need 2 cards for Virgo, why you there? So this is, I'm dealing with Virgos that have someone very deceptive in their life right here. And they're chained to this person, but nothing good is going to come from it with the Devil, you know. Some of you will be dealing with the Earth sign, but some of you, more or less Capricorn, but I don't think so. I'm thinking, when I see the Devil, it's being chained to a situation that you don't feel that is good for you, that is kind of making you sick in a way. It's toxic. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse is there's no good offer coming in. There's no good message coming in for this, you know. You know, what crowns you or the goal is death in reverse. Something ended, but it's in reverse, like it's trying to resurrect it. Maybe you're trying to resurrect it, or someone's trying to resurrect it with you. So death in reverse, or the ending in reverse, I should say. Why are you there for Virgo? That's what crowns them. Knight of Wands, unhappy home. Someone's having trouble letting go of something that has to do with a fire type energy, and an unhappy home with the 4 of Wands in reverse. And I see that Virgo is coming out of a betrayal type situation, but be careful when someone says to you, I like to work things out with the 6 of Pentacles. You know, I scratch my back, you scratch yours, I'll help you, you help me. Yeah, be careful of who you accept or give your energy to. So, the Foundation, you got the 10 of Swords in reverse. You're trying to come out of a betrayal type situation where someone really messed you over. 10 of Swords in reverse while you're there for Virgo as the Foundation. Now, if you're a Virgo and you're not going through this type of things, thank your lucky stars, okay? If you found someone that's really good and true, I'm not saying the person you're with is like this. I'm saying this is someone that a Virgo is very familiar with, that they know that has broke their heart before. Oh yeah, see, the Foundation, the Moon is in reverse again. The 8 of Wands is in reverse again. Be careful the communications, because something is going to come out. You are coming out of a betrayal situation, but don't set yourself up for heartbreak again. Because that's what's going to happen if you let someone in your life that likes to walk all over you, you know. It's a hard message, but it's a positive message in a way, because it allows you to change your situation up. If you see this path coming, it allows you to change it. This is not etched in stone. Get that in your head. It's not etched in stone. You could avoid this heartbreak if you want to. I will give you a 3-card love reading. It'll tell us more about this, or it'll tell a different situation which could come up in your life if you allow it. Now, in the past, you got the 3 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Wands in reverse while you're there for Virgo. Ships didn't come in. Things that you were looking to come in didn't come in. So the 3 of Wands in reverse in the past for Virgo while you're there. Yeah, don't even contemplate working on it anymore with the 9 of Wands in reverse. Could have to do with also with a water type energy, Queen of Cups in reverse, or someone's whose emotions were all over the place. So you could be dealing with Earth. You could be dealing, you know, someone like yourself, an Earth sign, or a Capricorn. You can also be dealing with a fire sign or a water sign. Or they could have this dominant in their chart, you know. In the very near future, let's give some give and take, you know. I want to work things out. I want to tell you what I can do for you. I hope you don't fall for this. 6 of Pentacles in the very near future. Why are you there for Virgo? Now, for the cross watcher, this doesn't mean this is you. This is somebody that really does not have good intentions towards this Virgo. And if you're a cross watcher and you have good intentions, then disregard this. This reading is not for you. But I'm seeing Virgos dealing with somebody that really does not have their best interests at heart. So 6 of Pentacles in the upright. Why are you there for Virgos in the very near future? I hope you avoid this person. Ace of Swords, cut them out. Death in reverse. Please, 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 please reconsider dealing with this individual. They come up to you and they've rarely hurt you in the past, and you know they've always hurt you. I don't care what they say, okay? Because you need to cut them out, because things are going to get cut out, and it's something that's going to try to resurrect that's really harsh. And it's up to you, Virgo. If you want to take this person on again, well, hey, that's up to you. But I hate to see someone's heart get broke, you know. Now, possible future outcome and advice from the universe is the Three of Swords. You can get your heart broke. It's sorrow. Three of Swords in the upright. Why are you there for Virgo? Oh, yeah, release this burden. Cut it away with the Page of Swords. Cut away the sorrow. Cut away with the heartbreak. That's the universe is saying. Because if you don't, it's going to be very difficult. I mean, you're going to end up doing it anyway. It's going to end up being released anyway. You can take this on, go through the motions, and let it go anyway. Or you can just cut it off now and save your heart from a lot of trouble. And like I said, we'll do a 3-card love reading at the end of this. What is coming towards you? Page of Rods in reverse. Page of Rods in reverse. While you're there for Virgo, coming towards them. Yeah, drop the ball on this person. They're going to say, someone's going to come to you. They're going to be real defensive. They're going to probably, and I see this a lot, where they try to blame you. They get real irritable. They get defensive. They say, well, you should drop something and concentrate on me. And they're not willing to do that for you, you know. They're wanting you to do all the dropping, and they go on their lives the way it is. For some of you, you could be doing this to somebody, and, you know, it could be flipped. But, you know, I'm reading for Virgo. It's going to mostly be happening to Virgo, this happening to them, you know. Now, possible future outcome. No, not possible future outcome. I don't want to go there. Hopes and fears is the Hierophant in the upright. This is about relationships, contracts, going before a judge, going before the justice of the peace, going before a priest, going before a teacher. You know, something that you have to conform to. So the Hierophant in the upright, while you're there for Virgo, and the hopes and fears. Yeah, you're afraid of fighting, and you're afraid of messages that are lies, you know. Someone is going to offer you maybe even a contract of marriage or some kind of type of contract, and they're going to tell you they don't want to fight, but it's a Page of Cups in reverse. They don't mean it. It's like, this person is fake, okay? This person you're dealing with is just plain fake. They're just fake, Virgo. I don't know what Virgos I'm dealing with, and I hope it's not a lot. This time, I hope I don't reach the majority. This time, you know, I hope it's just for those who are intended for, and I'm going to put this reading out there because it's so serious. It needs to be put out. So the Moon in reverse, something comes out, Virgo. You find something out, deceptions come out. Things are exposed with the Moon in reverse. So the Moon in reverse, I need 2 cards for Virgo as a final outcome. Yeah, regain balance. Because you're going to find something. Regain balance, keep calm. You ever hear that say, stay calm? It's saying stay calm. You're going to stay calm over the secret comes out with the King of Cups. You know, an emotional situation that's way out of control. Even though they're going to try to collaborate, and you may actually collaborate with them, you know, Virgo, but, you know, put on your protection type stuff, you know, your energy bracelets or whatever, because you need to keep balance over the situation that's coming out. Someone's going to still want to collaborate with you. They're going to say, I need to work with you on this. I really want to work with this. And as you try to, like, withdraw a little, you know, to protect yourself, they may get a little defensive and say, well, if you really, really loved me, you would do this. I can feel that, you know. But I see Virgo keeping some balance, so that's good. Now I need a 3-card love reading for Virgo. I need love. It may carry on from this, or I may get a different message, because I'm dealing with a lot of Virgos, hopefully, in this section. I'll probably give Virgo a bonus reading, because I may not be reaching all Virgos here. 3 cards for Virgo. Something wants to come out, I'm going to let it. Children are involved, possibly. You guys may have children involved. Some of you. Getting to know each other again is the innermost thing. I'm not thinking it's telling you just to jump into this, or if this has something to do with this, know the person you're dealing with. Protect your children, you know. That's why you should get to know another person for, you know, your children's sake. So for some of you that this doesn't relate to and this does, is get to know the person really well before you jump into something, okay? Because especially if you have young people in your life or that you're taking care of. and keep an open mind. And when I see that, I see it's keep everything open in your own mind. I'm not saying keep an open mind by accepting them from no matter what. I'm saying make sure you see things for how they are. You know, get to know the person, especially if you have young people in your life that you're taking care of, you know. And I say stay optimistic about your love life. You don't have to accept everything or anything that's coming in. Virgo, new people will be coming in your life. People that deserve you. And I'm not giving you a pep talk. I'm telling you the real deal. I myself would rather be alone than be with someone like this that would make me sick and make my family sick. But that's up to you. I know that there's better out there. I know there's better out there for Virgo. So it's really up to you. You're going to take this person in your life because they're going to be pushing it. I don't know who they are. They may be, like I say, a spouse, an ex-spouse. The Hierophant could be about court, could be a family matter, you know, that you had to go to court about, that you were messing with your family. Because I see an unhappy home situation. Something that would really bother Virgo if they let it back in. This Virgo. And like I said, I'm going to give you another reading because I don't know how many Virgos I'm reaching here. But I know this is not happening to all Virgos, but the Virgo that it is happening to needs to hear this, and I'm going to put it out there. So this is your reading, and I'll see you in a little while, or maybe the next day or something, to give another reading for Virgo. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.